This is Rise and Reign.
Hello there. My name is Yannick Brown Punga, and this is Rise and Raise. We're here, brothers, to enlighten ourselves, to bring ourselves in a higher level of mind and body, to become as the Creator God has created us to become, like gods, like people have the power to rule. People have the power to direct, but we're losing this power, brothers and sisters, because we became weaker with this system. The system had created a possibility to weaken us by social media, brothers and sisters, by becoming a coomer, losing our energy. That's why we engage ourselves in this journey of 3 parts of semen retention. Okay? Now, today, we're going to discover what was reserved for us in the 3rd parts, or the last parts of our semen retention journey that we have decided to undertake together with me, ladies and gentlemen. This part is entitled Overcoming Obstacles and Achieving Mastery in Semen Retention. How you can overcome difficulties, obstacles that can that can block the possibility for you to continue in this journey of becoming a great returner, so that you can experience what exactly the Creator have made you. Remember, this is not a very easy journey. Okay, it's a very difficult one. But before we go to this last parts, every time the last thing is mostly the great one in life. Even when you smoke weed, those who smoke weed, they will tell you that when you smoking joint, the last part is always the best for the weed smoker. This is yours, a greeting. So before we indulge ourselves to the last part of this journey, I'd like to give you some strategies, some secret of mine, and then we're going to come back to our last part of the journey of semen retention program. So my secret that I would like to share with you, the first one is how I count my days, how I control my seeds. Okay, I have a copybook. I hope this is going to be clearly there, will be seen to you guys at home, because mostly the images are always reversal when you put it on the cameras. So every day, if I do not ejaculate, okay, this is what I do. I mostly make it 90 days. I cut it so that it can be 90 days, cycle of 90 days. This is what I do, right? So what I do is, every day, when I commit myself to keep my seed, I consider that day is a successful day. It's a party day for me. Then I circle it. I mark it positive. So every time I succeed, the next day, I mark that. I circle it. The 3rd day, the 4th day, and I'm counting my days. Like, I do this to motivate myself. Then every time I look at it, I say, no, wow, I'm doing it. Okay, this will motivate you. Do not be overconfident and think that if you don't do this, you can do semen. You're not gonna make it, my brother and sister. Because remember, the females also can commit themselves in semen retention. As I said in our last program, that the females can ejaculate when the man ejaculate, the female ejaculate. So it's possible for the females as well to master this art. You can do this. But the day you ejaculate, what I do is, as a human being, you can fall because we've been programmed for years. Okay, do not kill yourself. When it happened that you ejaculate, by any circumstances, do not kill yourself. Understand, this is a journey which will request you to commit, really, to sacrifice. So this is why we will see those obstacles. I don't want to deliver these secrets now. It's not easy. It's life journey. Okay, it's like you going to the gym. It's a life journey. The days that your body has given up the possibility for you to go to the gym. So, but you still have to go sometimes. But sometimes you give up. You don't go, but you don't kill yourself the next day. You just wake up and go to the gym. Similar with the semen retention. The days that I fall, okay, because I count days like this, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So the days that happen to me that I relapse, so I mark it like a cross sign to emphasize that day I fell. So to reach what we call as returners, what we call hard mode, or not hard mode, we call it long streak as returners, you have to make at least 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. 8, the 9th day is your first day of long streak. The 10th day is your second day of long streak. The 11th day is your third day of long streak. This is how we do it as a returner. So you have to go from 1 to 8 days, and then the rest of the days it's become along, like you repeat 1, 2, 3. Now that motivates you to understand you are in the period what we call the period of long streak. This period is, you'll be very horny. The problem, the thing is, that period you're gonna now experience the advantages of semen retention. You will now experience it, female attraction, and you're gonna be very, I'm seriously, brothers, you're gonna feel very horny. And that period of time that your count as long streak, you should avoid social media as much as you can. Okay, you can be there just to answer your friends' messages or your jobs activities you have, but do not uselessly scroll. Sit in your bed, especially when you're on your bed alone. Do not scroll. Okay, excuse me. Do not scroll your phone on social media. You're in your bed alone. Be careful. The demons, as I said in my last video, the demons that you look for, they are no more to be found in the spiritual world. They are now in my hands. We are connected by those demons and with those angels. So with our phone, you can either be with the demons or be with the gods or with angels. So be with me, the angel. I just want to tell you guys that in this program, for the concentration that I have for your work and the dedication, I've decided to dress up like this. Okay, to always dress up with this suit, to look this way, to show the dedication I have for this channel. Like, for example, the Superman, they do not change their suits. They're the Superman, Batman, and who are them? All those superheroes. They have a style. So this is the style of my dedication, is black, white. Black and white. So this is the style of raise and reign. It shows power. It shows discipline. Okay, so do not question yourself why this guy is always wearing black and white. Why this style? This style you see with the Steve Jobs. You see with most of these great men, they mostly wear black and white, especially the black suits and so on. You see it with secret organization. They have this kind of style. So not everything with secret is evil, because certain people, when they hear the occult organization, secret organization, they feel like threatened. Do not be threatened. Do not be scared. Not all the secrets are evil. Certain secret, like Jesus said last time in his message, he said once that certain food cannot be given to kids. So these are the foods. These are the occult message, which I'm telling you guys, if you master it, this is the secret of great people, semen retention. If you master it, you will think about me in your life, that I've contributed something. And the way you guys can contribute is by liking this channel, sharing the video, and subscribing. Tell your friend about this semen retention. Tell them to join, right? Rise and Reign community. Okay, so we have this is it in resume. The first thing I wanted to tell you guys. So the second one is about sexual intercourses. As a returner, a grown-up man, you cannot avoid sex. You cannot refrain from having sex. We're not here to tell you do not undertake sexual relationship with your partner. Now, this is not our mission. Our mission is that you have in mind when you're undertaking this relationship that the Creator God is not made that fuel for your satisfaction. It's made for creation, for procreation, I mean. So, if you're not procreating, do have this in mind, that if you utilize this semen just for pleasure, you're sinning. So what I do is this. One, I refrain from having sex for certain weeks, sometimes 2 to 3 weeks. And then I have sexual relationship for few days, because I have a wife. If you do have a wife, this is the idea. This is what I'm telling you. If you have a girlfriend, I don't know. I cannot tell you what to do. But if you, as a human being, a grown-up person, certainly you undertaking this behavior of having sexual intercourses is a natural thing. So then I refrain from having sex for about 15 days or more, depending on how the body feels like, mostly 2 or 3 weeks. And then I give myself a possibility to have relationship once or twice, like this today. Because remember, if you have sexual relationship as a returner, do not do it 2 times a day. Once, that's it. So if you do it today and tomorrow, and then you give another week, 2 weeks, it's regenerating the possibility. It's the reason why I do that is, as a human being, I know the risk of ejaculation. So sometimes you don't want it, but it comes because that is the weakness, because we all learning this. So then, to avoid the possibility of ejaculating billion times, I refrain from the temptation, which is sexual intercourses. I refrain from scrolling for those period of time, especially after 8 days. You'll be in what we call the long streak. You'll be very horny, you'll be tempted by females because you're going to have an aura. Your aura, the energy you have, will be very attractive. That males and female will come to you. I don't want you to become, I don't know, but it depends. Males also gonna come to you, like they feel like they want to be around with you, like talking to you, or being friend to you. They're gonna find you different, okay? And that time, if you don't have a female as a partner, and this is a moment to get numbers, and we're gonna dive in that other period. So after 15 days, then I can do that. Try or more. This is what I do. And I give myself the possibility of 2 days, or maybe more than 2 days, depending on 2-3 days. Then I have to stop it and then rest and raise that vibration, raise the energy to the highest chakra. Okay, so that's the second secret that I wanted to share with you. In that second secret, I want to share with you part B of that second secret is that when I give the possibility of intercourses, I listen to my body. When I penetrate to the female, I listen to my body. When my body is telling me, look, I'm coming, it gives you first warning. As a male, you have to learn that. First of all, I'll teach you guys in the future how to do the exercises of Kegel Kenshin. Because if you don't do Kegel Kenshin, it's hard for you to understand your body. When your body is telling you, look, I'm coming, you can feel it, you can understand it. And then from there, stop. But the problem is you have to check your wife. Generally, what I do, I have a chrono. I check my chrono, how many minutes I've been doing this thing. So I do my best for an hour, but sometimes the body will tell you 30 minutes today. But if you say, like, just want an hour, then you relapse. Then you fall. So that's my second secret. I listen to my body when I'm doing that. Okay? And also, I take my mind out of the female. I meditate. I think about other things when you're doing it. So that your mind, when it's somewhere else, it's journeying, it's rotating, then from that period of time, you can then concentrate in other things when you're having sex. It's a very great secret I'll teach you guys. You're doing this relationship, but now your mind is somewhere else. Very helpful. You're gonna last longer. And when it starts to come, stop that thing. Otherwise, you're gonna relapse. But sometimes, as a human being, you like, oh, no, I'm not gonna stop today. Let me go on. Then you're gonna relapse, and you're gonna regret it gravely. If you're a returner, you're gonna feel like the pain that you've wasted your energy. You're gonna feel it. And if you're a returner, you're gonna sleep that day like crazy because you're gonna be very tired, very, very tired, because you're gonna find out that you become different that day after relapsing. Thank you very much. Now we're gonna go on to our topic of the day. I'm gonna make it very short because we already consumed our time. I don't want you guys to spend more time today than last time. I had a lot of things to develop that subject of yesterday. In this one, we're going to be very short, but very precise. Thank you very much for being with us in this journey. It was a hard one, but you guys made it easy by being with us, okay? You guys made it very easy. You made this journey very easy for us, which was a very hard one. All right, we, in our last part of semen retention, entitled Overcoming Obstacles and Achieving Mastery. In here, we have modules. The first module is common obstacle and challenges that we have when we're doing semen retention. The second module is overcoming physical obstacles. The third module is overcoming emotional obstacles. The fourth one, it's mental difficulties. The third one is overcoming spiritual obstacles or difficulties that a person can encounter. During semen retention. Modules 6, achieving mastery, how to achieve mastery. And the last one is maintenance and continuation of semen retention. So let's start with number 1, common obstacle and challenges of semen retention. First of all is physical obstacles of semen retention. The physical one is premature ejaculation. When a person is having a problem of premature ejaculation, it's going to have a hard time to become a returner. Just in those periods, just in those few early days of his retention, it's not going to be easy because you're having already a illness of early ejaculation. So every time you penetrate, you only last 2 minutes. So how can you retain? It's going to be very hard for you. So that is the first problem. So it means that if you have that problem, you should make more than 30 days of retention. Then you start having sexual intercourses and understanding that when you penetrate, only, for example, you do 2 minutes. If you have this serious problem, try your best to do 3, and when you see your body is telling you, then stop it, and then refrain from ejaculation and stop the game. Don't go forward, because this is as I told you. And erectile dysfunction. People also have erectile dysfunction, have hard time to retain. So erectile dysfunction is when you cannot, your pee-pee cannot stand straight, always falling. So they have hard time also to retain. That sickness also has to be maintained or fixed or eradicated. So physical discomfort. If you have a physical discomfort like pain, certain people have a physical discomfort during sex. When they're having sexual relationship, they feel pain in their balls, and it's very horrible so they have also hard time to do semen retention. So you need to retain for a long period of time so that your body can regenerate, can treat them itself. So if you have these problems, you have to refrain from sex, from masturbation, from all those things, so that your body can recuperate. Make it one month or more, so that your body can recover and become better. Hormonal balance. Certain people have a libido problem. Okay, they don't have desire to have sex. So when they undertake this journey, they don't have sex. But when they undertake sexual relationship, it's quicker. They come too quickly because, or they just want to release so that because they don't have the feelings. So that's also, those are the problems that mostly that they find we found that those who have these problems, these physical problems, they have a hard time. Certain people, now we go into emotional obstacles. People who have emotional problems as well, they have so hard time to maintain the practice of semen retention. Okay, anxiety, stress. Some people, they ejaculate because they want to release the stress. They're like chaka chaka. So when it's released, so then they feel emotional reliefs. Okay, so one of the things, emotional turmoil, especially intense emotion problems. Like certain people, they have conflict at work, so they find a way to release themselves is by ejaculating. Okay, so those past trauma as well. Certain people, they find it hard to maintain because their emotions still of the past trauma dictate them in certain behavior, in watching porn so that they can relieve themselves in the emotional trauma they have, or in masturbating. Mental obstacles now that people have, the mental obstacles in order to become a great returner, lack of focus and discipline. Maintaining focus and discipline during this practice is not that easy. Okay, so if you're doing this, you can have a mental obstacle. Is you can't have a discipline. Like you don't have a discipline to undertake this journey. That is the mental obstacles that some can found in. So, like for example, as I told you, if you're having that problem, this can be very, very helpful. Okay, this can be very, very helpful. You can underline days that you have mastered semen retention, so it's gonna give you a boost, a proud, and that can be very important for you to continue the journey and to become very disciplined. Lack of negative thought patterns. Certain people, they have negative thought patterns. It's meaning in their minds they have wrong things in their minds. For example, they have sexual deviations. You know, when there's in this planet, people have sexual deviations. They desire things that to have sex with, which is not possible as a human being who have a great mind. To have sex with animals, for example, you know, or I don't want to name things here. So if you have that thing, that problem of sexual deviation, sexual habits, or certain negative patterns and habits, you're gonna have a hard time to return. So you need to return for many months to recover. Not only many months, 2-3 months can be very useful if you can. As I said, retention, you have to master it progressively. But when as you're gonna return, it's gonna help you. If you have certain sexual deviation due to your negative patterns and habits, it can be useful when you return. Lack of connection can also be a problem. If you have a problem to connect to yourself, to understand your body, certain people have a problem to understand their body. They are born with, they don't have self-awareness. They behave roughly to themselves. They behave bizarre to themselves. They destroy, the auto-destruction. They kill themselves. Okay, that also can be a very big problem for you to become a returner, because you might become a great coomer, and you think is a great thing. For you don't give a F about it, okay? Because you have a lack of connection to yourself. Spiritual crisis can be a problem. Certain people have been cursed spiritually to destroy themselves by becoming addicted to pornography or masturbation. It's possible. So it's a hard time to become a returner when you have this problem. So what you have to do is to return from to return for a while, as I said. Remember, to return, you need to do it progressively. You need to do it progressively. Okay, you need to do it progressively. Now, there's also another challenge that people can face when they are having this, when they are returning, is a social and cultural pressure. You know, certain people, like myself, I remember when I was growing up, my friends was telling me, if I don't have sex, Jesus or God will kill me. That is true, what I'm telling you, because He created my sexual organ to have sex. So before I die, I have to have sex. So I was lied to, but this is, for those period of time, I was thinking it's true because I was a kid. Thinking, oh yeah, I have to find a way to have sex. No, this is a social and cultural pressure. You don't need to have sex when you don't need it. You don't need to have relationship when you don't need it. It should be something that you found, that you desire to do, or you have a real partner. Okay? And also, you don't need to have a girlfriend to impress your friends. When it's not the time, you shouldn't. Especially my young friends. Okay? Do not behave to satisfy the masses. Social expectation can destroy your life. Certain teenagers, they want to have relationship with certain, because they want to be seen. They're like, yeah, you see me like I'm, no. Okay? When it's time right, then you can do things. Do not behave because because these people are doing this, let me also do that. That's the social expectation and the cultural pressure. Or they're telling you, do it. Relationship challenges also can cause a serious problem to become a returner. For instance, when you're a returner and you can't keep relations, you're changing girlfriends over and over, can be a problem for you to achieve mastery in this undertaking. You will have a hard time to achieve mastery if you changing girlfriends, changing partners. You can't return if you're having new partners and new partners and new partners. So relationship challenges, if you are unstable in your relationship, can affect you to become a returner. So a returner is a serious person who's committed to his partner, okay, who is spiritually concentrated. That is a returner. But if you zigzagging in your life, you're never gonna be a returner, my friend, because this is a spiritual blessings from the Creator God to become a returner. Because most of the people are dreaming, are sleeping, but you have what most of the people lack: the secret of the great masters of the past, semen retention. Health and wellness can also be a challenge. Okay, people have a have problems in general. We've mentioned them already, mostly. Okay? People who have mental problems can have a hard time also to return. It's not been easy for them. Okay? The last thing is commitment. People who can't commit have also a hard time. So that was module 1 of this part of this third part of semen retention, entitled Overcoming Obstacle and Achieving Mastery. So module 1, it's what we've done today. Tomorrow we will continue with the other modules. The second one, entitled Overcoming Emotional Obstacles. That title is going to be our title of tomorrow, Overcoming Emotional Obstacles. Okay, we're going to go into detail about that, and then we're going to go to the third one, which is going to be Overcoming Emotional Obstacles of Semen Retention. It's going to be a long one, so this is part 3A. We can name it that way. Part 3A of our semen retention journey program or seminary. You can name it as you want. It was a great day to have you here in our channel, brothers and sisters. I appreciating your likes, and I'm appreciating your comments, my friends. Your comments are really overwhelming. I cannot express myself how overwhelmed with emotion of joy to know that many people are starting to awaken themselves to semen retention because of only 1 or 2 videos that are released. So I want you guys to propagate this message and welcome many people in this community of Rise and Reign. Thank you very much for being with us, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.